Welcome to Northwest Nutrition Service Training. New meal pattern changes effective October 1, 2017. The primary goal for updating the CACFP meal pattern was to help children establish healthy eating patterns at an early age. The updated CACFP infant meal pattern includes two infant age groups, 0 through 5 months and 6 through 11 months. Starting October 1, 2017, to further help increase infants' exposures of the consumption of vegetables and fruits, the updated meal pattern requires vegetables and fruits to be served as snacks for infants that are developmentally ready to accept them. October 1, 2017. Juice cannot be served to infants of any age. This requirement was developed in an effort to help young children establish healthy eating habits as early as possible. Offering infant meals. The daycare home may not avoid the obligation of stating the infant is not enrolled in the CACFP. All infants must be offered the CACFP along with all children in care. Beginning October 1, 2017, solid foods must be served to infants around 6 months of age, as it is developmentally appropriate for the infant. Once the infant is developmentally ready for solid foods, the daycare is required to offer them to the infant. As part of offering a meal that is compliant with the CACFP infant meal pattern requirements, daycare homes with infants must offer at least one type of iron-fortified infant formula. Look for the infant formula with iron or a similar statement on the front of the formula package. All iron-fortified formula must have this type of statement on the packaging. Formulas that do not have the statement with iron may be served as part of the reimbursable meal if the substitution is due to disability and is supported with a medical statement signed by a licensed physician or a state-recognized medical authority. This must be kept on file. Meals may be claimed for reimbursement when a mother directly breastfeeds her infant at the daycare home, effective October 1, 2017. When the parent guardian chooses to provide breast milk, express breast milk, or buy direct breastfeeding on site, or a credible infant formula, and the infant is consuming solid foods, the daycare home must supply all other required meal components in order for the meal to be reimbursable. October 1, 2017. All ready-to-eat cereals served to infants 6 through 11 months are subject to the sugar limit as breakfast cereals to the children in the CACFP. This means ready-to-eat cereals served to infants at snack must contain no more than 6 grams of sugar per dry ounce. October 1, 2017. The updated infant meal pattern allows yogurt or whole eggs as a meat or a meat alternate for older infants that are developmentally ready to accept them. October 1, 2017. The updated infant meal pattern no longer allows cheese food or cheese spread as a reimbursable meat alternate. DHA enriched infant foods. Previously, the service of any infant foods containing DHA was prohibited in the CACFP. October 1, 2017, infant foods containing DHA may be served and claimed for reimbursement as long as they meet all the other crediting requirements. They have found no current evidence to warrant delaying the introduction of the foods considered to be a major food allergens. Vegetables and fruits are now required as snack for infants 3 through 11 months if the infant is developmentally ready, and juice is not allowed as part of the reimbursable infant meal. Summary of implementation dates effective October 1, 2017. Reimbursement of meals when the mother breastfeeds her infant on site. Yogurt and whole eggs are allowable meat alternate. Ready-to-eat cereals may be served at snack. Vegetable and fruit is required at snack. And juice may not be served to infants. CACFP meal pattern changes for over 1 year. There is now a separate vegetable component and fruit component at lunch, dinner, and snack. To increase flexibility in menu planning, daycare homes may choose to serve 2 vegetables at lunch and dinner rather than serving a vegetable and a serving of a fruit. This means that the fruit component at lunch and dinner may be substituted by additional vegetable. Milk requirements: 1 year, unflavored whole milk. 2 to 5 years, unflavored low-fat 1% or unflavored fat-free skim milk. 6 to 12 years, unflavored low-fat 1%, unflavored fat-free skim, or flavored fat-free skim milk. When submitting menus starting October 1, 2017, daycare homes must document what type of milk is being served. Example, 1% milk or non-fat milk. Milk types should be documented on all menus. Below is an example of an approved menu. 1% milk, non-fat milk flavored, roasted chicken, honey glazed carrots, peaches, and whole grain waffle. If a daycare provider serves vegetable or fruit juice at more than 1 meal, including snack, the meal with the lowest reimbursement rate containing juice would be disallowed. No juice before age 1. 2 vegetables may be served at lunch and dinner. They must be 2 different kinds of vegetables. Daycare providers cannot serve 2 fruits at lunch and dinner under the updated meal pattern. Daycare providers can continue to serve vegetables, fruit, or a combination of both at breakfast. Pureed vegetables and fruits may contribute to the CACFP meal pattern requirements, as long as the dish also provides the adequate amount of 1/8 cup of recognized credible fruits and vegetables. When submitting menus starting October 1, 2017, daycare homes must document when the food is whole grain on their menu. You can use a WG. Daycare homes must serve at least 1 whole grain rich food or 100% whole grain per day, which includes whole wheat bread, and wheat rolls, and etc. Common used names for whole grain are whole corn, wheat berry, oat groats, rolled oats, brown rice flour, quinoa, buckwheat, and millet. Dessert grains cannot be counted toward the grain component at any meal served under the CACFP starting October 1, 2017. This would include cookies, pie crust, donuts, cereal bars, granola bars, breakfast bars, sweet rolls, toasters, pastries, cake, coffee cake, sweet crackers such as graham crackers and animal crackers, and breakfast round. Homemade granola bars or grain-based bars would not be reimbursable in the CACFP. Quick breads such as banana bread, zucchini bread are still allowable. Whole grains should be listed as the first ingredients. Cereals must be whole grain, enriched or fortified, and must contain no more than 6 grams of sugar per dry ounce. Complete the following calculation to determine if your breakfast cereal is within the threshold of 0.212 or less. Step 1. Find the nutrition fact label on the packaging. Step 2. Find the serving size of the cereal. Step 3. Find the amount of sugar. It is usually below the total carbohydrate line. Step 4. Divide the sugar number by the serving size number. If the answer is equal to or less than 0.212, then the cereal is within the required sugar limit and may be creditable in the CACFP. Frying cannot be used as a method to prepare meals for the new CACFP pattern. A meat alternate may be used to meet the entire grain requirement at breakfast, a maximum of 3 times per week, no matter how many days per week you are open. Tofu and soy yogurt may be used to meet the meat alternate component as well. Summary of CACFP meal patterns effective date begins on October 1, 2017. List type of milk served on your working menu. Tofu must be commercially prepared. At least 1 serving of grain per day must be whole grain, and you can list that with a WG on your menu. Grain-based desserts do not count towards the grain requirement. Ready-to-eat cereals must contain no more than 6 grams of sugar. Thank you for joining us today in the updated meal pattern requirements that will go into effect October 1, 2017.